My name is Tina. I am a longtime volunteer with Sojourn. 17 years ago, I was looking for a way to give back. I had been personally touched by some people who had experienced domestic violence. I just felt very strongly that this was the area I wanted to give back in. My primary function as a volunteer is I help facilitate support groups for survivors of domestic violence. I've also been involved in some outreach. It's one thing to have this amazing program, but it's another thing for people to know that it exists, because the hallmark of domestic violence is that the person has been isolated and separated from friends or family or information that would let them know there was help. These outreach events are really important as well. I've also been involved in fundraising. With my company, I've been the chairperson of the Charitable Foundation, and I've been able to inspire some donations to come Sojourn's way. The groups are so vitally important for people who are experiencing or surviving domestic violence, to have a place where they can feel safe, where they can talk about what's taken place. They know they're not going to be judged. They know that they're going to be supported. They know they're going to be heard. They won't even be interrupted. That's sometimes difficult for people to get used to, because they're so used to not even being able to finish a sentence. We call it a miracle room, and truthfully, I think something miraculous happens when people come together in a non-judgmental space to support each other. The miraculous seems to happen in just being able to be there, be heard, take a breath, not have to be hyper-vigilant, and process what's going on. And the healing that takes place is nothing short of miraculous. I believe that the Sojourn program as a whole is not only important, but vital to a community. Domestic violence is something that flies under the radar, and it affects a person in every aspect of their life. To be able to have services that people can come to and enter into this healing process, the ripple effects go out to the entire community. You know, there are so many myths about domestic violence and so many stereotypes that people have in their heads. This is something that literally cuts across all socioeconomic levels. The profile of the person that comes into group is that they are strong, intelligent, kind-hearted, and believe with enough hard work anything's possible. And these are all wonderful qualities, but they get used against you. I've seen this over and over again. I remember early on, there was a woman that came in, and literally she couldn't even lift her head. Like, she would share, but she couldn't look up. And over the weeks and months, her posture changed. She inhabited her space. You could see the light coming out of her. To be able to be part of witnessing somebody empower themselves and get back in touch with who they are is, I mean, it's incredibly rewarding.